really like the sound of the snare. It's super warm, it has a lot of body, it has very good response from the snares, and whichever tuning I use, if it's going to be high or low, it's just always like, it always has a very nice tone, it's very warm, and yeah, therefore I really like the sound of the snare. I think for me the biggest advantage is that because the snare sound is so flexible, I can always use it in different styles of music. I can use it for my hip-hop gigs, I can use it for my rock gigs as well. So in high pitches, I really like the response of the snares. It's very clear, it's very cutting through, and it's like doing exactly what a snare should be doing in this frequency range, that it just always cuts through the mix basically. It's very present, and the lower you get, the more of course you get from the body. There's more that resonates, and so the lower it gets, basically the warmer it is too. And since it's 12 by 7 inch, you can also like really tune it low, like it really goes low, even though it's just quote unquote a 12-inch snare. I chose the EVANS Genera Dry because they give me the biggest flexibility for set ranges, high to low. And what I love about the Genera Dry series is that when you put them on snares, you can really dial in how much tone you want, like, you know, in comparison to the body, how much ring there is going to be. And you can make it really dry, but you can also tune it in a way that you can hear more of the ring of the snare, so the snare is a bit more singing, so to say. So we tried different finishes, and I think what inspired me most was like when I was like thinking about which color I like, what inspired me most was thinking about a place that I really feel comfortable, and that is like usually at the beach, you know, in front of like a very nice ocean. TAMA sent me samples from the finish. I just decided that like going into like a more turquoise sort of direction just makes it look very like elegant kind of, and like, yeah, I don't know, it just, to me it just like radiates this like calmness and warmth, and yeah, just gives me a good feeling looking at it. When I play it, it does also like inspire me to play in a certain way, especially the lower I tune it, because then I get more response from the body and more response from the snares, and I always feel like when there's more response from the instrument itself, you kind of have to decide what you're gonna do with the space in between the loud hits you play. Like, are you gonna play ghost notes, or are you gonna just let it ring out, basically? Yeah, this is like a very interesting sort of like gameplay with this specific snare drum, because it gives you the ring, it gives you the body, it gives you the snare, but it's all very compact in a way, and it's all very controlled. So I can kind of make a big round sounding snare, but I can also be very detailed with like smaller amplitudes, meaning smaller dynamics, and like loud hits and ghost notes and stuff, just because everything is so controlled in this with the snare drum. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is like this is just a go-to studio snare for me, because it's extremely flexible, and yeah, and I don't have any other snare that can give me this much flexibility basically in musical language and in sound.